When people cross our paths, we are never certain of the trajectory our life will take once we have that initial encounter. Sometimes it's just a passing, sometimes it becomes a relationship. But what happens when something becomes extremely toxic to the point where it's fatal? This is the story of how one Chicago rapper took extreme measures to make sure that if he couldn't have her, no one could. Welcome to BaasetCrimez. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell. Jasmine Green was a shy and timid child. She would eventually grow out of that and blossom into a social butterfly. Her family would describe her as loving, patient, resilient, always on top of her game, and lit up every room that she walked into. Jasmine was 28 years old and resided in the city of Los Angeles. She was extremely family-oriented and even served time in the military. At this point in her life, she had already accomplished so much, but Jasmine was interested in doing music, and somehow the universe would have it that she would cross paths with Chicago rapper 600 Boss Moo, whose real name is Navon Dukes. Navon was born and raised in the hard streets of Chicago, Illinois. He would eventually become gang affiliated with the group 600. This affiliation would have a huge impact on Navon's everyday life, from his friends to his family to his girlfriends. Navon was heavily affiliated with Chicago rapper Chief Keef. They were childhood friends and constantly showed love to one another on social media. Chief Keef would go to pave the way for many Chicago artists, especially since he was one of the beginning drill artists that put it on the map and helped make it become mainstream. And although Navon had successful friends and access to resources, that still did not stop trouble from finding him. In fact, he would go on to accumulate an extensive rap sheet that stemmed back to his childhood. In 2014, the rapper was sentenced to 1 year in prison for aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison in March of 2016 for aiding and abetting, possessing, selling a stolen vehicle, aggravated assault of a peace officer by means of a weapon. But on the afternoon of September 9th, 2021, Navon would take his crimes to a whole new level. Police were called by the female victim, who claims that the suspect was firing a gun at her. But by the time the police arrived, it was too late. The bodies of both Jasmine Green and Navon Dukes were discovered, both suffering from gunshot wounds. It appeared that Navon shot Jasmine and then turned the gun on himself. There are reports that Jasmine knew she could do better, and although Navon was helping Jasmine with her rap career, she knew her life was accelerating and she was outgrowing him. It's a very tragic situation that Jasmine was not able to get away from this monster. Unfortunately, this is the outcome for a lot of women who are unable to leave in time. Since Navon was associated with a high-profile rapper, I'm sure Jasmine did enjoy the perks that the lifestyle had to offer. Unfortunately, it cost her her life. And no one talks enough about how being a part of gang affiliations, drugs, guns, takes a toll on a man's mental health. But that is a conversation for another day. Jasmine did not deserve what happened to her. May many women learn from this situation. Learn to see the red flags when they are there in front of your face. May Jasmine's family continue to honor her memory. May she rest in peace, and may her family hopefully find some type of closure from this entire situation. Crime family, stay safe and be blessed.